So, yeah, I'm going to share, already shared my screen. In the last class, we discussed about that, um, some important topics. Just trying to drag it. Yeah. In the last class, we discussed about that what are the air pollutants which are released from the steel industry, paper industry, as well as the oil refineries. These are the three topics yesterday we covered in that in our class. In today, we are going to discuss that. mm, Yes. In today's class, we discussing that the noise pollution, what are the causes of the noise pollution, what are the effects and with effects of the noise pollution, and what are the solutions of the noise pollutions. Then coming to that first one, what is the noise pollution means? Noise pollution refers to the unwanted noise pollution refers to unwanted or harmful sounds that dispute the natural balance and affect the human and animal life. It is mainly caused by human activities and it is most prevalent in urban areas. Okay, shall I repeat this one? The noise pollution refers to unwanted or harmful sounds that disturb the natural balance and affect the human and animal life. It is mainly caused by the human activities and it is prevalent in urban areas. This is the definition of the noise pollutions. Then coming to that causes of the noise pollution. Mainly the causes of the noise pollution can be divided into four times. In that first one is the traffic and transportation. Vehicles, aeroplanes, trains generate the high noise levels, industrial and construction activities, factories, missions, and the construction work contribute significantly to the noise pollution. The industrial and the contribution activities, the factories, machines, and the construction work contributes significantly to the noise pollution. And third one is the loudspeakers and the public events, concretes, rails, and the festival can cause excessive noise. They're coming to the next one, the household noise, appliances, music systems, and the neighborhood activities add to noise. These are the main causes of the noise pollution. Main noise pollution can be divided into four types. The first one is the traffic and the transportation. Vehicles, aeroplanes, and the trains generate the high noise levels. The industrial and the construction activities, factories, missions, and the construction work contribute significantly to the noise pollution. The loudspeakers and the public events, concrete rails, and that the festivals can cause the excessive noise. The household noise, appliances, music systems, and the neighborhood activities add to the noise levels. Then coming to that effects of the noise pollution. Then coming to the effects of the noise pollution, the health issues can lead to hearing loss, stress, and the high blood pressure and the sleep disorders. Conjunctive problems affect the concentrations, productivity, and that learning ability. The wildlife impact, dispute animal communication, mating, and that mitigation patterns. The fourth one is the reduced quality of life, the increase the annoyance, irrigations, and that the general discomfort will be happen in our lives. Then coming to the next one, the solutions to reduce the noise pollution. Solutions to reduce the noise pollution. Noise pollution. Use of sound proofing. Use of the sound proofing. Installing a barriers in the home and offices. The strict regulations will be followed. So, and enforcing the noise control laws in the urban areas. The green spaces, planting the trees and that creating a buffer zones to absorb the noise. Quieter missionaries, the encouraging the use of a low noise technology and the vehicles. This is about that. Just it is a brief discussion about what is the noise, what are the causes, and what are the effects, and what are the solutions. Next, block 6, noise pollution, unit 22. So characterization of the sound and its nature of propagation. This is the under the unit 12, block 6. In the above lines, we discussed that what is noise. Here we discussed that what is a sound. What is the difference between the noise and the sound? Right? What is the difference between the noise and that a sound? Sound is a form of energy that travels as a wave through a medium such as air, water, or solids. It is produced by a vibrations and propagates in the form of mechanical waves. Propagates in the form of a mechanical waves. Sound is a form of energy that travels as a wave through a medium such as air, water, and solids. It is produced by a vibration and propagation propagates in the form of a mechanical waves. This is the definition of the sound. In the above lines, we discussed that the definition of the noise. What is the definition of the noise here? Noise pollutions refer to the unwanted. Noise pollution refers to the unwanted harmful sounds that disturb the natural balance and the affect human and animal life. It is mainly caused by the human activities and it is the most prevalent in the urban areas. This is the noise definitions. This is the sound definition. Then coming to the next one, characterization of a sound. Characterization of the sound. The sound can be characterized by several key properties. The sound can be characterized by several key properties. A frequency, pitch. Okay, it measure in the hertz, determines the whether a sound is a high pitched or like a whistle or the low pitched or like a thunder. Low pitched or a thunder. So the human hearing range is equal 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. 20 Hz. So hazards to 20,000 hazards. The next one is the amplitude, loudness. Amplitude is nothing but that a loudness. Okay, loudness measured in the decibels. Loudness is measured in the decibels. The higher amplitude equal to the louder sound, lower amplitude. Louder sound, a lower amplitude equal to a softer sound. Example, the whisper 30 decibels to just a engine is a 140 decibels. The next one is that a wavelength, the distance between the two consecutive points of a sound wave. Example, two peaks. To the distance between the two consecutive points of a sound wave is the example two peaks are inversely related to the frequency. The higher frequency is equal to a shorter wavelength. Then coming to that fourth one, the velocity or the speed of a sound. depends on the medium. So air, 343 meter per square second at a room temperature. Water, 1 by 480 meter per second. Steel, 5,960 meter per second. The sound travels fastest in solids, slower in liquids, and the slowest in the gases. The timber, the quality or a tone, timbre, is nothing but it is the quality of a sound or a quality of the tone. Okay, that distinguishes different sounds of the same pitch and the loudness. Example, piano versus violin. Piano versus a violin. Then coming to the next one, duration, the length of a time a sound persists. The length of a time a sound persists. This is nothing but the duration. Then coming to that next one, the nature of a sound, the nature of sound propagation. The nature of a sound propagation. A mechanical wave requires a medium, air, water, solid to travel. Cannot propagate in a vacuum. A longitudinal wave. Particles of the medium vibrate parallel to the direction of a wave propagation. Composed of comparison, the high pressure regions and the rare fractions low pressure regions. Next one is the reflection. The sound wave bounce off a surface. The sound wave that bounce off a surfaces. Next one is the refraction. The sound change the directions when moving through a different media. The sound change the direction when moving through a different media. Diffraction. The sound bends around obstacles and spread through openings. Spread through the openings. Next one is the absorption. Some materials absorb the sound, reducing its intensity. Examples: carpets and the curtains. This is all about that unit 22. Then coming to that unit 23. The next one is the noise pollution. What are the sources of the noise pollutions? What are the control measures? And what are the health effects of the noise pollution? Coming to the source of a noise pollution originate from a various human and environmental activities. The major source include transportation sources, road traffic, trucks, cars, trucks, motorcycle, and honking. These are about that the transportation sources and the railways, trains, horns, and the tracks, the air traffic, aeroplanes, and the helicopters, ships and the boats, engine, noise, and horns. This is about the transportation sources. Coming to that next one, the industrial and the construction activities. The factories and the power plants, the heavy machinery and the equipment, the construction work, the drilling and hammering and the bulldozers. These are categories which are including in the industrial and the construction activities. Household and the community noise, the loud noise, televisions at home appliances, the firecrackers, and the fireworks. The next one is the social gathering, the public events and the markets, the household and the community noise, loud music, televisions, and the home appliances, the firecrackers and the fireworks, the social gatherings, and the public events and the markets. These are the household and the community noise. The next one is that natural sources, thunders, thunderstorms, earthquakes, and the volcanic eruptions, wind and the ocean waves. Wind and the ocean waves. Then coming to that next one, the control oral control strategies can be implemented. A quarter machinery and that equipment use that a quarter machinery and the equipment, a regular maintenance of the vehicles and engines to reduce the noise, to encourage the electric vehicles to minimize the engine noise and all. Along the a path of the noise transmissions, the soundproofing buildings with the double glazed windows and the noise absorbing materials, the constructing noise barriers along the highways and the railways, planting trees and green space act as a natural sound buffers. The next one is the regulatory and the legal measures. So the implemented and the enforce of the strict noise control laws, the restrict on the loudspeakers, horns, and that the what is that? The firecrackers in the residential areas. The designed at the silent zones and near the hospitals and the schools. As a public awareness and the behavior of music and TV, promoting a responsible honking while driving, the educating people about the impact of the educate the people about the impact of the noise pollution. Noise pollution. Then coming to the next one, the health effects of the noise pollution. The hearing problems. Prolonged exposure to the loud noise can cause a temporary or the permanent hearing loss. Leads to the tinnitus, means ringing in the ear. Tinnitus means ringing in the ear. Cardiovascular disease issues, increasing the blood pressure and the risk of the heart diseases, causes stress-related hormonal changes that can impact the heart health. The next one is the mental health effects, increases the stress, anxiety, and the depression. It leads to the sleep disturbances and insomnia, causes irritable and reduce concentration, conjunctive and behavioral effects, effects to learning and the memory, especially in the children, decreasing the work productivity due to the construction after destructions, to the constant destruction. It is not a construction, it is a constant destructions, impact on the pregnant woman, and in fact, the high noise level can cause the stress in pregnant women, affecting a fetal development, increase the risk of a low birth weight and that a premature birth. These are all the health effects of the noise pollution. Conclusion. Noise pollution is growing concern that affects health, well-being, strict regulations, and the public awareness help to minimize its harmful effects. Help to minimize its harmful effects. Then next one, unit 24, the industrial noise control and methods and the what are the station and all. The industrial health and that environmental management that enhance the work safety and improve the productivity. This document provides in the depth understanding of a industrial noise and its source and its advanced control methods. Shall I repeat it once again? The industrial noise control, the methods and the strategies. The industrial noise control is a crucial aspect of the occupational health and that the environmental management affect the strategies, reduce the noise pollutions, enhance the work safety and improve the productivity. And this document provides in the depth understanding of a industrial noise, its source and the advanced control methods. The next one is the understanding of the industrial noise. So understanding of the industrial noise means industrial noise is a unwanted sounds produced by emissions. It can cause the hearing loss, stress, and reduce the efficiency if not properly controlled. It reducing the efficiency if not properly controlled. The next one is the a source of a industrial noise. The mechanical source. Just wait a minute. Okay. The mechanical source are rotating the machines, motors, compressors, and the turbines. The impact of the source are the humming and the stamping metal, a cutting and the fogging. The next one is the fluid flow sources, steam leaks and high pressure gases release, and the premature tools. The vibrations, the unbalanced machinery, conveyor bolts, and that gear mechanisms. The next one is the noise characteristics in the industrial settings. The frequency spectrum. The high frequency sounds above 1000 Hz are the more more harmful than a low frequency sounds. The continue versus a impulse noise. Continue noise comes from the a running machinery, while impulse noise is result from the a sudden burst such as a explosion. Decibels levels, the occupational safety and the health administration HAOSHA means Occupational Safety and Health Administration limit as a 85 decibels per limit for the sound noise in the a noise control technologies. The industrial noise control is implemented through a engineering activities and that a personal protective measures. Personal protective measures. Then next engineering controls, the primary controls and that measures. These methods, these methods focus on reducing noise at the source of modeling the path of a transmission. A noise is a reduction at the source. A noise reduction at the source means use a low noise machines. Use of a low noise machine. Design machines with a noise reducing technology. Use a vibration isolated mounts and the rubber coated components. Next one is the a regular maintenance, a lubricant moving parts to reduce fraction noise, a repair or replace or worn out the gears and the bearings, damping and that isolation technologies, install the vibration dampers and the shock the absorbs on the heavy machinery and all. Use of floating floors are the suspended ceilings for the noise reductions. These are all about that from where the noise will be produced. We are going to follow these rules. It may be work. It may be a control that one. The next one, the noise control along the transmission path. The noise control along that a transmission path. Okay, it comes to barriers and the enclosures. The install the soundproof panels around the noise machines. Use acoustic forms and aligned endosses for the heavy equipment. Sound absorbing materials. Use the fiberglass and polyethylene foams and that mineral wool to absorb the noise. Next, industrial install exquisite ceiling tiles under the noise reducing flooring. Next one is the duct silencers under the mufflers. Use a silencers on a exhausters, events and turbines and compressors. Install a lagging on a noise and noisy pipelines. Noisy pipelines. The next one, the administrative controls. When the engineering solutions are the insufficient administrative measures help minimize the worker exposure. The work zone design. The separate noisy equipment from from office or a rest areas. From the office or the rest areas. A restricted access to the high noise areas with wearing the with warning signs. Sorry, not a wearing, it is a warning signs, a job rotation and the work schedules. A time, limit the time workers spend in the high noisy zone and rotate the employees between the equate and that a noisy equipment. A noisy monitoring audits conduct a regular noise level assessments, conduct a regular noise level assessment, sound level matter, implemented hearing conservations programs to track the workers' authority health, to track the workers' authority health. Personal protective equipment, PPE, is nothing but the protective personal equipment as a last resort, as a last resort when the noise cannot be controlled through the engineering or the administrative measures. PPE, personal protective equipment should be provided. Should be provided. First one is the ear plugging. Foam or a silicone earplugs to reduce the noise by 20 to 30 decibels. Next one is the earmuffs. It provides a better protection by conveying this enter in the way by conver by covering the entire ear by covering that entire ear. Like next one is that activate noise, cancelling the headset, reduce the background noise using the electronic technology. And third one is the regulatory standards for that industrial noise control. Regulatory standards for industrial noise control. OSHA USA OSHA USA 18.5 decibels for 8 hours is the exposure limit for the every human beings in this earth. ISO, okay, 11,690, the international standards for workspace for the noise reduction, international standards for the regulation of the noise pollution. It is ISO number is nothing but a double 1690. It is the ISO number. Then coming to that European Union noise directive, the European Union noise directive. It regulates the maximum workspace noise level. It regulates maximum workspace and noise level. Next one is a case study. A noise control is a manufacturing plant problem. Noise control is a manufacturing a plant problem. A factory producing the automotive parts and the noise levels exceeding 95 decibels, leading to improve the plan. Solution implemented. The install the heteroscopic enclosures around the stamping machines, replaced a metal conveyor belts with rubber coated belts. Third one is the provident ear protection for the employees working, conducted noise awareness training for workers. Noise levels reduced by 15 to 20. Satisfaction and the reduced hearing related to the health issues. So improved worker satisfactions and that educating, reducing the hear related health issues, reducing the hear related health issues. Future trends in industrial noise control. The smart noise monitoring systems, the real-time noise sensors for the workspace monitoring, 3D printed equipment materials, the advanced the soundproofing materials with customized, uh, customi customizable structures, AI driven a protective maintenance, identify the noise issues. B, before that mission failure, the silent factor is a adoption of a fully electric and the low noise industrial equipment, low noise industrial equipment. Coming to the conclusion, the industrial noise control is essential for ensuring the workers' health, regulatory compliances, and that operational efficiency. The implementing the engineering, administrative, and PPE measures effectively reduce the noise pollution and enhance the workspace safely. These are all about the noise pollution and all. Shall I repeat the chapters what I discussed today one more time? Is to wait. Mm. What is noise pollution? So the noise pollutions refer to the unwanted or the harmful sounds that disturb that a natural balance and affect the human and that animal life. It is mainly most prevalent in that urban areas. It is that most prevalent in urban areas. This is the definition of the noise pollution. Then coming to that next one, what are the causes of the noise pollutions? So here, what are the causes of the noise pollution means? Causes of the noise pollution. So, as the traffic and the transportations. The traffic and the transportation, vehicle, aeroplanes, and the trains generated the high noise levels, the industrial and the construction activities, the factories, machines, and the construction work contribute significantly to the noise pollution, loudspeakers, and the public events, concerts, the rails, and the festivals can cause excessive noise, the household noise, the appliances, music systems, and the neighborhood activities to the noise level. Effects of the noise pollutions, the health issues. So health, high blood pressure and the sleep disorders, and that are sleep disorders. The health issues can lead to the hearing loss, stress, the high blood pressure, and the sleep disorders. The conjunctive problems affect the concentration, productivities, and learning ability. The wildlife impact, dispute, animal communications, mating, and that mitigation, migration patterns. Mitigate and that migration patterns. Shall I repeat Repeat one more time. Noise pollution is refers to the unwanted or the harmful sound that dispute the natural balance and that affect the human and the animal life. It is mainly caused by the human activities and it is most prevalent in the urban areas. Causes of a noise pollution, traffic and transportations, vehicles, aeroplanes, trains generated the high noise levels, the industrial and the construction activities, factories, missions, and the construction work contribute significantly to a noise pollution. The loudspeaker and that a public events concerned rails and that the festivals can cause the excessive noise. The household noise, appliances, music systems, and the neighborhood activities add to the noisy levels. Then coming to the next one, the effect of the noise pollution. The health issues can lead to the hearing loss, stress, and the high blood pressure, and that sleep disorders, the conjunctive patterns. It affects the concentration, productivity, and animal communications, mating, and the mitigation patterns. This is all about that the noise pollution causes, effects, and the effects. Then coming to that next one, what are the solutions of the noise pollutions?